Hey gamers! If you're a fan of action roguelike games, then you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to talk about top 15 new action roguelike games that you should definitely play in this 2025, and this is update of my previous videos list. And if you missed my previous roguelike game list, no worries, you can check them out below for even more awesome recommendations. Before we dive into the list, I want to give you some cool info that you should know. So here it is. If you often play games on PC, Steam, Epic, or consoles like PS5, Xbox or even Nintendo Switch, and then you feel that the price of games is now getting sadistic, well, chill out bro, I have a solution. It's called Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming, it's a legit website that sells original games but at a much cheaper price, like you can get up to 90% discount. Not only that, you can also win giveaway if you want. Isn't that crazy? I've bought from there many times myself. It's fast, safe, and most importantly, your wallet doesn't cry. So if you want to buy games like Elden Ring, GTA, Monster Hunter Wilds, or whatever you like but still save money, just click the link in the description, because by clicking my link, not only will you get a discount, but you will also support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Tears of Metal. I know I have mentioned this game before, but this game with a public playtest available right now. Tears of Metal is a medieval hack-and-slash co-op roguelike, which has a medieval theme and a warriors-inspired combat style. The game combines brutal combat with strategic progression, allowing solo or cooperative gameplay across 45 handcrafted battlefields. Tears of Metal promises a meaningful progression system where recruited soldiers gain permanent skills between campaigns, though their deaths in battle are permanent. Between missions, players develop their settlement, unlocking new shops, upgrades, and challenging objectives. Voidborn is a roguelike game with fast-paced action elements in which you rise to become a Voidborn, a creature created by the divine god to maintain balance. Voidborn, as a roguelike game, incorporates permadeath elements. If you die, you restart from the beginning, but with some permanent upgrades that you can earn on each run. The plot is straightforward but effective, giving you a clear goal in the game world. You'll also meet a few characters who will tell you about the world and the bosses you'll encounter. In Voidborn, 4 types of weapons are available: pistols, assault rifles, shotguns, and swords. Depending on the upgrade path you choose, each weapon has different firing variations. Rogue Loops is a roguelike action game inspired by Hades, with a witch character that reminds me of a mother figure. You play as Aiden, a sword and shield specialist. Aiden has the ability to block and counterattack with his shield, as well as a useful dash ability. Throughout the game, you'll fight all the enemies in one room, then move to another until a boss level is unlocked. Overall, Rogue Loops has a great deal of potential. This game is worth keeping an eye on due to its interesting art style, fluid gameplay, and promising mechanic.
Forced to live in an endless loop. Can they break?
Hellclock is a roguelike action RPG that's like Path of Exile but only lasts 20 minutes. That's how I think of this game. You play as a warrior who gains freedom through battle, fighting to save the soul of the counselor mentor and spiritual leader Canudos. In Hellclock, the gameplay is clearly inspired by Path of Exile and Diablo. You'll be doing a lot of building while shooting enemies with a gun or cutting them down with a knife. The skill tree is also quite large, so you can experiment a lot. However, what makes this game different is the roguelike element, which is more similar to Hades or Dead Cells. Reignbreaker is a Hades-style action roguelike, so if you like Hades games, you'll love this one. Hades is already the king of the roguelike action genre, but Reignbreaker brings a new style. Although this game lacks the depth of its competitors, you'll fight enemies with unique steampunk designs, and rock and punk music adds to the atmosphere. Each enemy has different attacks, both projectile and melee. The design of each enemy machine is also very detailed, even from the top isometric view. You can also upgrade your skills and try different types of missiles: shotgun, railgun, blaster, each with a different feel. Experiment to find your favorite play style. Void or Breaker is a new roguelike game coming to early access. It is a roguelite FPS game that offers a unique experience with weapons that can be modified to the extreme. You'll fight your way through fully destructible simulations, and best of all, you can destroy buildings. In essence, Void/Breaker is not just another roguelite. It's a game that gives you the freedom to destroy architecture while fighting a system that wants to keep you trapped forever. If you love destroying buildings, this game is definitely for you. Void/Breaker will launch later this year, and there's currently a playtest running until April 24th. Head over to Steam to sign up and try it out. Zombieville USA 3D is a zombie-themed action game with elements of absurd humor. In this game, players take on the role of a character who fights against zombies in a world ruled by bizarre government policies. The story tells how the US government turned 90% of the population into zombies to solve the unemployment problem and stimulate the economy. And yes, the way to deal with inflation is, shoot them in the head. And here you're tasked with saving America from monetary policy gone awry. The game is more of a top-down shooter with chibi graphics. You kill zombies to get money and weapons, but be careful, you have limited ammo. Soulslinger Envoy of Death is a mix of roguelike, arena shooter, and Souls-like game that works surprisingly well. If you like FPS with rogue elements and fast-paced challenges, this is a must-try. The story is that you play a Soulslinger, a soul stuck between life and death, and you're hired by the Reapers to fight the evil cartel. Basically, Soulslinger is a roguelike arena shooter. You must defeat all the enemies in the arena in a fun style while collecting bonuses and upgrades. Every time you die, you'll be resurrected in a place called Haven, where you can buy upgrades and try again. Death is fair, and each run is a chance to try new tactics. Deadzone Rogue combines System Shock and Doom in a roguelike format. Combat gameplay is incredibly fluid. You'll encounter fast cyborg shooting, fluid movement, and addictive gunplay. The loop is addictive: run, upgrade, die, repeat, but become stronger. The weapon variety is decent, and the combat is quick but strategic. It feels similar to Synthetic 2, but more aggressive and action-packed. The current size is only 5 GB, but it isn't half-baked. You can explore multiple maps, try out different builds, and experience how satisfying it is to shoot cyborgs with a shotgun. There is no paywall or scams, just pure fun. Rogue Genesia is a super fun combination of Vampire Survivors and roguelike deck building that lets you experience crazy action. In this game, you'll survive by choosing weapons, collecting upgrades, and taking down waves of increasingly absurd enemies. What makes this game unique is its structure. You can explore branching paths full of shops, challenges, boss fights, and rest areas. Similar to Slay the Spire, but packaged in a more exciting way. An interesting aspect of this game is its character system called avatars. Starting with a standard character, you can unlock classes that change the way you play. Haste Broken Worlds. It's like Sonic meets parkour, but with really smooth controls. The game is simple: run fast and enter the portal. But make no mistake, you have to pay attention to your momentum and landing angle. You can go up to 200+ km/h and still feel in control. You will move like a rocket with neon white style parkour skills. There are tech jumps, slides, and boosts that make every move very satisfying. If you think you've had enough of the regular levels, wait until you get to the boss fight. That is the most epic part. But I don't want to spoil it, I want you to experience it for yourself. And I can say that I think this is one of the best indie games this year. Shadow of the Depth is a fun top-down dungeon crawler where you guide your hero through levels, fighting monsters and bosses while upgrading your powers with weapons, runes, and talents. The combo system is also cool. With a quick press of the attack button, you can perform different attack combinations. And when you pause, your moves can change, allowing you to adapt your fighting style to the enemy at hand. Each hero also has non-specific abilities such as blocking, parrying, and mana-generating spells, making the gameplay even more dynamic. Bosses are creatively designed and require proper dodging timing and attack patterns. If you're hardcore, there's a higher difficulty mode with stronger enemies and debuffs, but for casuals, the normal mode is challenging enough. Game that just released a brand new trailer during the III Initiative event. The 1-minute trailer shows off the fast-paced and dynamic action that Morbid Metal is known for. The game will be released in early access on Steam in the summer of 2025. In Morbid Metal, you can create a team of 3 different characters, each with their own unique fighting style and abilities. You can transform into any of them at any time during combat. The story itself is quite unique. The game takes place in a simulated world created by humans to escape climate destruction. You take on the role of the newest AI, tasked with proving that you are the next evolutionary form of humanity by defeating other AIs and becoming the strongest. Remember Deep Rock Galactic? Well, now there is a new version that is very single-player and super addictive, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. This game is coming out of early access and will be released in full on September 17, 2025. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is a first-person shooter game that pits you against waves of violent aliens. You'll play as a dwarf who must survive while mining for riches in the caves of the planet Hoxes. The gameplay is super fast and frenetic, so you can focus on the action without the hassle of aiming. Each mission is unique, thanks to the procedural cave generation system, so you'll never get bored. Great news for Moonlighter fans. The sequel, Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault, finally got a release window that makes us all excited. There is an interesting change in Moonlighter 2, from pixel art to 3D graphics. And wow, the result is really cool. From the trailer shown, the visuals look very nice and the translation to 3D is a great success. Just like in the first game, you'll be exploring dungeons, fighting various enemies, and most importantly, collecting loot to sell to your character. This concept remains at the core of the Moonlighter experience, and it's sure to deliver the same thrills. What's new this time around is that you'll be able to invest in local villages to get weapons and other upgrades. While there's no firm release date yet, the game is slated for a summer release this year. And that's it for today. What do you think about this list? I'm sure there are some great new action roguelikes I haven't mentioned yet. Do you have any favorites you think deserve a spot on the list? And don't forget to like this video and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss another amazing list. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.